But first, our top focus this news wheel. A major breakthrough in the fight against ISI-sponsored terrorism in Punjab. You've got Punjab DGP Gaurav Yadav, who's confirmed a joint operation by the Punjab and the UP police in Uttar Pradesh's Pilibhit district. All of this resulting in a fierce encounter with the three operatives of the Khalistani Terror Force, the KZF. The encounter led to the recovery of 2 AK-47 rifles and 2 Glock pistols. The operatives, identified as Varinder Singh, also known as Ravi, Gurvinder Singh and Jashanpreet Singh, alias Pratap Singh, they were allegedly involved in a grenade attack on a police post in Punjab's Gurdaspur district. That's the Bakshiwala police station. And DGP Yadav revealed that this module was masterminded by Pakistan-based KZF Chief Ranjit Singh Neeta, who coordinated through Greece-based operative Jaswinder Singh Manu. And further investigation shows the involvement of a Jagjit Singh, a UK-based individual serving in the British Army who used a fake identity of Fateh Singh Baggi. Now, Yadav, the Punjab DGP, praised the interstate collaboration, saying it exemplifies the strength of coordinated efforts between Punjab and UP police in tackling these terror networks. Meanwhile, UP DGP Prashant Kumar, he also reacted to this major breakthrough, is what the cops are calling it, also lauded the operation, describing it as a decisive step towards national security. He confirmed that the injured operatives succumbed to their injuries, adding that the operation dealt a significant blow to the module's capacity for future attacks. Investigations are ongoing to uncover the module's entire network, with more arrests and recoveries that are expected. Listen in to the Punjab and the UP DGPs respectively.
In a major breakthrough against ISI-sponsored terrorism in Punjab, a joint operation of UP Police and Punjab Police has led to an encounter with 3 operatives of Khalistani Zindabad Force in district Pilibhit, UP. In this encounter, 2 AK-47 rifles and 2 Glock pistols have been recovered. The 3 persons involved who fired at the police party have been identified as Varinder Singh alias Ravi, Gurvinder Singh and Jashanpreet Singh alias Pratap Singh. All 3 are resident of the area of police station Kalanor. And they were involved in a grenade attack on the police post Bakshiwala in the same police station. The preliminary investigations have led that this module was controlled by Ranjit Singh Neeta, the chief of KZF, who is Pakistan based, and he was operating mainly through Jaswinder Singh Manu, who is based in Greece. He belongs to village Agwa, which is the same village of one of the module members, Varinder alias Ravi, who was leading the module. And he was being controlled and masterminded by one Jagjit Singh based in UK. Jagjit Singh is reported to be working in the British Army as well. And Jagjit Singh was using the assumed identity of Fateh Singh Baggi. In fact, the credit was claimed in the name of Fateh Singh Baggi of the KZF. The investigations are going on to expose all the connections and members of the module, and more recoveries and arrests are likely. This is a classic example of interstate cooperation in which police forces of UP and Punjab worked together. The information which was received by us was immediately shared, and a joint operation was launched against the perpetrators.
पीलीभीत पुलिस और पंजाब पुलिस की जॉइंट ऑपरेशन में ये मुठभेड़ हुई है, और इस मुठभेड़ के अंतर्गत ये तीनों अपराधी जो हैं वो मृत घोषित हुए हैं चिकित्सा के दौरान उपचार। इसमें इनको जिला अस्पताल में मृत घोषित किया गया है। इनके पास से हमारे को जो प्रमुख रिकवरीज हैं, जो मेजर रिकवरीज हैं, वो मैं आपको बता रहा हूं। उसमें 2 मॉडिफाइड AK राइफल, 2 विदेशी ग्लॉक पिस्टल, भारी मात्रा में कारतूस और 1 चोरी की मोटर बाइक है, जो भी हाल में ही चोरी हुई थी। ये आज पंजाब पुलिस की टीम के द्वारा इसमें मॉर्निंग में थाना पूरनपुर में ये सूचना दी गई थी कि ये 3 दुर्दांत अपराधी जो KZF के संग रिलेटेड हैं और जिनके नाम गुरविंदर सिंह पुत्र गुरदेव सिंह, निवासी मोहल्ला कलानौर, थाना कलानौर, जिला गुरदासपुर, पंजाब, वीरेंद्र सिंह उर्फ रवि पुत्र रंजीत सिंह उर्फ जीता, निवासी ग्राम अगवान, थाना कलानौर, और जसनप्रीत सिंह उर्फ प्रताप सिंह, निवासी ग्राम निक्कासूर, थाना कलानौर, जिला गुरदासपुर, पंजाब। ये 3 लोग हैं जिनके संबंध में ये सूचना है कि ये लोग पीलीभीत में पूरनपुर की तरफ हो सकते हैं। इस सूचना पे जो पंजाब पुलिस की टीम है और यूपी पुलिस की टीम, इनका जॉइंट वहाँ पे चेकिंग के लिए और उस इंफॉर्मेशन के ऊपर अन्य गिरफ्तारी का प्रयास करने के लिए कोशिश की गई और ये लोग वहाँ गए।
Well, the cops are calling it a major breakthrough, but exactly how major is this? To talk more about it, joining me here on the broadcast is my colleague Sandeep, Unnithan. Sandeep, first that question about how major really is this breakthrough and this deep-rooted nexus of ISI-backed terrorism that, this particular attack that happened at the Bakshiwala police station, also in Gurdaspur, one of those districts really close to the Pakistan border.
Yes.
But then we're talking about connections to Greece, we're talking about connections to the UK army itself. I mean, we'll talk about possibility of souring, the ties between these two nations. But I mean, really, how deep-rooted is this? This is a big problem.
Well, it's really shocking indeed, Kabir. And the Khalistan Zindabad force, which the DGP mentioned, is an old cat's paw of the ISI. It's been known for several years. The ISI has these two groups that it uses to target India, this Khalistani terrorist groups. One is the Babar Khalsa International, the BKI, and the Khalistan Zindabad force is the other force, which is headed by this guy called Ranjit Singh Neeta. Now, the KZF is a very interesting organization in that it recruits Sikh youth from the Jammu region of Jammu and Kashmir. Sikhs from Jammu and Kashmir, and that has been the primary source of their recruitment, and they've been involved in multiple small attacks, grenade attacks, gun attacks and all that over the last couple of decades. But this one assertion, the fact that, as you pointed out, a serving UK soldier, a serving British soldier being hired by this group, part of this group planned this as part of this module is very, very significant. It's very disturbing indeed. If the Khalistani radicals in the UK have actually managed to extend their tentacles into the British army, that's very, very serious cause for concern. That you not only have there have been allegations in the past of retired personnel, being involved in all of this, but for serving personnel to be involved in advising or planning such terror attacks is a matter of very grave concern, and I'm sure the DGP would have very serious reasons to mention this. They would probably have some kind of intelligence to suggest that this person was indeed part of the British army, and I'm sure we're going to see more of this in the days ahead, Kabir.
This happens even as, INS Tushil, we were just talking about
Yes.
it over the weekend. The High Commission in England, it welcomed the stealth-guided frigate over there.
Yes.
But I mean, even as we're talking about, a serving UK British Army personnel being involved in this entire module, how does now India start beginning pointing fingers? How do we start asking the right questions now?
Well, absolutely, Kabir, we should actually start asking those questions and build up a case, because in the past, India has actually made this case against countries in North America, Canada, for instance, and the UK and Australia, allowing these separatist elements to openly recruit and to raise funds and to raise anti-India slogans. There have been attacks on the Indian High Commission.
That's right.
In the UK and in Canada. Diplomats have been attacked. They've been threatened with violence. And yet, in the name of freedom of expression and free speech, these elements are continue to operate freely. Would India allow British or Canadian or American or Australian diplomats to be similarly targeted? Absolutely not. They would immediately clamp down on such elements. But in these countries, for some strange reason, the Khalistani separatists are having a free run. They go around preaching hate, running these tableaus. And as this case points to, Kabir, it's very disturbing. If a serving UK soldier is being actually successfully recruited, that is very, very ominous, because we now need to ask those kind of questions that, is he the only one? Are there other people involved as well?
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, on the Libra scales, comparing Canada and the United Kingdom, Canada weighs a little bit heavier in terms of the Khalistan problem. But I mean, now many people are going to be asking the question, is England or the United Kingdom heading that way as well?
Yes, absolutely. And these are the questions that we must ask, that when you turn a blind eye to terror, Kabir, on your soil, when you allow separatist elements to proliferate, it's just a matter of time before they make the jump and become terrorists themselves. And this is what seems to have been the case in this incident as well, where this individual named Jagjit Singh, who called himself Fateh Singh Baghi, is said to have planned this incident.
He's also claimed ownership of this particular attack with the KZF as well, Fateh Singh Baggi. And this is the same person. He's using this fake identity. This is the British Army, the alleged British Army personnel that we're talking about here. And like you pointed out, it seems like the DGP has some sort of, credible intelligence.
They would have some intelligence because...
Do go on.
We have very excellent ties with the United Kingdom, and the fact that the DGP has spoken out suggests that he has something very concrete to go on this, that it's either intelligence or it's intercepted communications or statements or some sort of that thing. But it's really important that the government really come out very quickly and clarify and ask for an explanation. If this is indeed the case, that you have serving soldiers from a friendly nation being involved in running terror attacks against India, then we are on very dangerous ground, and we actually have a very strong case to clamp down very strongly on these separatist elements that are allowed to roam and preach hatred very freely in the UK and of course in Canada.
You know, a very pertinent point that you've raised over here, Sandeep, is that nothing like this would ever happen to any of the other envoys that are representing their respective countries here back at home in India.
Absolutely. We take these things very seriously.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, take a look at what happened near the American embassy as well. And even as the Israel-Hamas, war took over, the Indian government and the Ministry of Home Affairs was quick to, deploy the police personnel in the embassy areas as well. Now, this has certainly raised those, serious concerns, those eyebrows. But my final question to you is, 2 AK-47s, you've got a couple of Glock pistols. Does the weaponry tell us a little bit about the modus operandi? Does your expertise help the viewers understand what was at play essentially before I let you go?
Well, the AK-47s, the Type 56, they are actually the Chinese versions of the AK-47s that these terrorists were carrying. They're fairly common. But what interested me was the fact that the 2 Glock pistols that were recovered, they're Glock 26 pistols. And if you see the size of them, they're very compact pistols. They're very small pistols. They are meant for concealed carry, which means that they're not worn openly. They're usually worn on a thigh holster or, in an ankle holster. It's like a backup weapon. It's not the main weapon. But this also suggests that these kind of pistols, these very small, compact, very reliable weapons could be used for assassinations as well, because these are assassin pistols. They're very small, easy to hide, easy to conceal. And this is exactly the kind of pistol that an assassin would want to walk into in a public place and target a VIP of the kind that we saw very recently in the Golden Temple.
Well, absolutely. I think, Sandeep, we're going to leave it here. But this has certainly raised those big questions, and it's going to be very interesting and important to see what the Indian government does and what kind of reaction comes from the UK government. Serving British Army personnel being involved in this ISI-backed terror, on India. Well, that certainly raises the right kind of questions and, the right kind of alarm bells as well. Many thanks, Sandeep, for bringing us up to speed with this particular story.